Hello and welcome back to Frostbite Live. I'm your host Jack Smicko, hailing from Niagara Falls. It's my pleasure to introduce to you today Green White Checkered.
All killer, no filler.
No one chiller.
All killer, no filler.
No one chiller.
All killer, no filler.
No one chiller.
All killer, no filler.
No one chiller. My sunshine girl. My sunshine girl. My sunshine girl. She got the look, got the sound, got the ears, got the sound, got the face, got the legs. Put you in your place. She got the look, got the sound, got the ears, got the sound, got the face, got the legs. Put you in your place. Woo!
This next song's gonna be sung by our bass player Matt. It's called "Thinking You Are."
Everything seems like it could be better, but I found a place that can't be described. And all of these gifts are never any problem. And even my blinded eyes see the light again. I'm thinking of you wherever you are tonight. I'm wondering what we could have been. Is that alright? I'm making an effort to relax, but I'm thinking in the past. I'm thinking of you. Delicate lies have squandered every moment. The darkness and evil cloud in the light. While you got time and time is of the essence, I think you'll be fine and I'll be alive again. I'm thinking of you wherever you are tonight. I'm wondering what we could have been. Is that alright? I'm making an effort to relax, but I'm thinking in the past. I'm thinking of you.
Iron Maiden? Yeah. All right, I'm tapping out. I think that was good. All right, this is a song I wrote where it kind of started out about somebody else, and then as I was writing it, I kind of realized it was more about myself than it was about anybody else. So the song is called Somebody Something. It goes like this. Got some kind of nerve to ever think that I'm wrong. Some kind of nerve to never admit that I'm right. Sometimes my faults are easy to disguise, and in the mirror is where I tell the most lies. Coming to terms with my own fragile mind. Keeps telling me things like I'm some other guy. He says, what are you doing, man? You ain't ever one for settling down. Don't you remember the nights we used to drown in cheap beer and hot liquor, waiting around for that someone to call that little know-it-all? He's some kind of failure, he's some kind of success. He looks well put together, but he's really a mess. Some kind of something, he's somebody, someone, but the weight of the world keeps weighing on us. Traffic lights are longer green. Hate feeling that rush when I'm dancing on the edge. I look down on my ledge and I see something coming up. The demons that are buried, they've all had enough. They say, where you been, man? You never come around no more. The text from your phone, no, knock at the door. Now he's some kind of failure, he's some kind of success. He looks well put together, but he's really a mess. He's some kind of something, he's somebody, someone, but the weight of the world keeps weighing on us. Now he's some kind of failure, he's some kind of success. Some kind of failure, he's still kind of a mess. Some kind of something, he's nobody's no one, but the weight of the world keeps weighing on him. Now he's some kind of failure, he's some kind of success. He looks well put together, but he's really a mess. He's some kind of something, he's somebody, someone, but the weight of the world keeps weighing on him. Now the weight of, now the weight of, now the weight of, now the weight of the world keeps weighing on him. There we go. We fucking got one.
All right, this next song is called Dream Fuel.
Want my cake and I'll eat
Alrighty, I want to first say thank you guys so much for coming to Frostbite Live. It was an absolute pleasure to have you guys. If you want to introduce yourself, starting with Matt, and make your way through, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, I'm Matt. I play bass and I sing sometimes.
My name's Jonathan. I play guitar and I sing most of the time in Green White Checkered.
And my name's Anthony, and I play drums, and I do not sing.
Amazing. And what is Green White Checkered?
We're a 3-piece band from Niagara Falls. I think we're all fans of like punk and punk adjacent music, but I wouldn't say like we're overly punk with what we play. Like we can mix a punk song in there, but I really like the genre called power pop as well, and I think that'd be kind of cool if we could find a way to blend more into that. But I don't even know. Are we that poppy? I don't know.
No, we're not that poppy.
Yeah, we don't know what we are. We're undefined. You can't nail
Fair
us
enough.
down. We're
Yeah.
not labeled.
If you want to go more in depth, my next question here is describe your sound. Really tell us about that poppy, not poppy punk.
Milne, do you want to go for this one here, buddy?
We all three of us kind of have different styles. Anthony on the rock side, Jonathan on the punk, and I kind of bring the emo to it. So we all have a nice blend of those three, I'd say.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I think, the basis of it, right? And I don't know, we kind of just make a song and whatever comes out sometimes. We never like, I don't think we ever intentionally say we're going to write a song in this style. It just kind of is like, let's see where this idea goes. It starts with like a riff or whatever, and
Fair enough. That's how music should be. That is.
Yeah, and we all write too, which is a big part of it. Like we all
Yeah.
come up with different ideas, and like I'll come in with a riff, we'll jam on it, and then
That's nice.
all of a sudden we got a larger portion of a song, and it's like, okay, let me go home and write some lyrics. Or Milne and Anthony will get together and write something. And they had a project before we put the band together too, and there's a lot of stuff from that has kind of been recycled and gotten some new life, including that one song we played, "Thinking You Are."
Nice. So would you say it's almost a collective?
Oh yeah, Green White Checkered. Like when this started, it kind of was more about like me, because I had these old songs that I wanted to finish, and I finished them, and then I needed to play a show, and I couldn't just play it as a one-man band. So I was like, okay, well, I played with these guys in high school, and I was like, I haven't played with them in a hot minute, but I feel like they'd still be down. And I think I ran into you at a bar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So, but yeah, no, like I when I got back to working with these guys, I really wanted it to be a group thing, and we're all equal, and I really value their ideas and their opinions, and because they're really talented players and writers, and it's really fun to do this with these guys.
We can hear that for sure. All the talent. It is. You guys are definitely a unique and very well sounding band. And how long have you guys been playing together for?
Well, you
What's the numbers?
I
What's
mean,
the
you and I
digits?
like since Nioma.
Yeah,
like
we
back
took-
in music school.
Yeah, Niagara Institute of Music and Art in Niagara Falls. We, we went to elementary school together, and we started going to the same place for music lessons. You were taking drums, I was taking guitar, and then at the end of the year, we'd always do like that end of year recital kind of thing. And
Yeah.
so we probably played in our first like band together, like when we were maybe like 13 or something like that, maybe younger than that. I think I started playing when I was 12 or 13, so it couldn't have been that long after that. But I would say we had a high school band. We were playing frequently in like 2011, 2012. So,
Nice.
and then we took a long time apart and did not play with each other. Or I think some of us didn't play in bands at all for probably like 7-8 years there. So,
And then like me and Matt like played and like wrote music together for a couple of years in our little side project.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
then like Jonathan said, he just hit us up to play this gig, and then here we are starting Green White Checkered and bringing ideas from our past and like new ideas into this band, and yeah, just enjoying playing with each other, like songs with each other, and writing new amazing songs.
Nice. Awesome. And what are your guys' influences when it comes to writing? Emo, punk?
I mean, for me, it's like definitely like rock, indie stuff.
Mhm.
If you want to know specific, like
Oh,
bands,
I would love to hear specific.
I mean,
get into it. Give them the
I'm a big
details.
fan of like Foo Fighters, and like we were talking earlier, like punk stuff, like I guess Pup, Microwave, indie stuff.
I can hear it in the drums, especially Microwave.
Yeah.
I can hear those drums.
Yeah, indie stuff. Like we love Tokyo Police Club, like Colorado. I definitely try to bring that type of style into my playing.
Cool.
Matt, you bring like a lot of the emo pop punk kind of like you mentioned. Like I'd say what Story So Far is kind of the big one for you right now.
Yeah,
right?
big three probably. The Story So Far, Neck Deep, The Dangerous Summer, those styles. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of all over the place. Like, in terms of current bands, Pop's a big one for me. The Dirty Nil are huge for me.
Nice. Good local
I'm
band.
they're the best. I love them so much. I've seen them probably like 14 times or maybe more than that at this point.
Cool.
But Green Day is probably like the ultimate for me. That's where it started, and that's kind of where it ends. Even for me, is Green Day. That's my
Flash
main
the
one.
tattoo, please.
Oh yeah. So what do we got here? Right there.
There you go.
I got Green Day. I've got a Bowie tattoo. I've got a U2 tattoo down here. I think that's like technically on my little surf skeleton guy here, he's wearing a Dirty Nil sweater, so that's worked in there too.
Oh,
so
nice.
yeah,
That's wicked.
yeah. So
And where does the name come from?
the name I came up with, it's a term in motorsports, in particular NASCAR. A green white checkered finish is like basically overtime, or if you're at the end of the race and there's a caution and they're going to restart, and it's like you go green flag, white flag, checkered flag, that ends the race.
Awesome.
So it's kind of almost like saying overtime. It's like another way of saying overtime is a good way
Cool.
to say it.
Yeah.
And I like how GWC looks on its own. So I
It
was
does
like,
look good. It looks really good.
yeah, I kind of figured I'm like, worst comes to worst, and like we get tired of saying green white checker, we can just shorten it to GWC, and it would look cool on a poster.
Yeah, wicked. And that first song that you guys played, it was Sunshine Girl, was it not?
Yeah, that was the first single off of our debut EP, which that song's been kicking around for 10 years. I think I wrote it away from these guys, and then I actually had my friend from Metalworks, Christian Balanoff, who's another great drummer, and I think he's working as like a film scorer right now too. He's a really cool guy. But shout out to Christian. He played drums on those. I had those drums sitting around for like 5 years. I finally went into the studio and finished that song and two others with Vince Oliveri at Boxcar Sound in Hamilton. And we got that done, and I got that released. And now it's kind of like, all right, those were my songs-ish. And I'm really looking forward to, getting the next batch of songs, which you're going to hear some newer songs in this session that
Wicked.
we've written and brought into the band and ready to record and finalize and put out to the world.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And when it comes to writing new songs, do you guys find yourselves falling back on any tropes that you rewrite a few times?
Do you guys have it?
You go first.
I mean, for me, I find it always really easy to write about girls. It's kind of weird now being like I loved love songs and songs about girls when I was even songs just about love and partnerships and whatever. At this point, it doesn't really matter what gender they are. But like my favorite songs from Green Day were always like the love songs from like pre-Dookie even, and I found myself writing a lot of those pining ones. And sometimes it works out where it's a really good song. Sometimes it's a little cheesy. Like I find our song, well, it's my song, but our song that we put out, everything is a bit cheesy, but it's an honest song. It's a song about two people in particular. One girl that I went out on a date with, and another girl that was kind of like my best friend. And it was like a very platonic kind of love where it was like, as long as I had this person in my life, it didn't really need to have or worry about romance. So I like writing about love. That's usually what I end up writing about. But lately I'm getting a little deep. I'm getting writing some self-reflecting kind of stuff.
Beautiful.
But I think that's Milne's influence. Milne's really good, I think, about writing some kind of deeper songs sometimes.
Nice.
Yeah, most of my songs are just heartbreak songs.
Yeah, you get the heartbreak because you're the single guy in the band right now, but...
Yeah. And on the topic of writing new songs, Kiss, Marry, Kill, 3 of your guys' songs in your discography. I want to hear an answer from each one of you, please.
Oh, fuck. I mean, like, we only have technically 3 songs released.
Kiss, Marry, Kill them.
Well, we have, like, what? Probably 7 originals that we play right now. So this is
You can
time to
also
offend some people.
Yeah, you can also do not released. I'll allow that for you guys. Any of your songs that you play live.
Who wants to go first? Do you know, Milne? You got an answer?
I'll go. Kiss, Marry, Kill. Kiss, our newest song, Dream Fuel. It's just fresh. It's new.
It's a great one. It's a good one to kiss.
We're gonna marry Sunshine Girl. Come on, it's our song. And Kill. That's tough. I think. Might have to kill Thinking You Are.
Wow, the self-hatred.
The one that he sings, he's killing.
Wow. Dude, if you're killing Thinking You Are over everything, what the hell is wrong with you? I would, if it's me, I'm going to marry somebody something. I'm probably going to kiss Sunshine Girl. That's a pretty flirty song.
Very flirty.
And then I would kill everything just because I find it a bit cheesy. I still like that song, and I'm proud of it, and I like what it's about, and I like that I wrote something about something that was like an actual story. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a little bit cheesy for what we do. But I think when we play it live, it kind of brings an extra energy that kind of, like I think when I wrote it or when I recorded it, I was like, I really want this to be like a kind of like poppier Husker Du song, and it just didn't quite turn out that way just because I think it's not possible for it unless I like plugged into a Marshall and turned it up to 10 or something, which I didn't do. But that was more my choice than anything else. So I would kill everything.
I would kiss somebody something. Marry Dream Fuel because I get to rock
That
out
is a
at
good
the
drum
end.
song.
Yeah,
That's a good drum
I
song.
get to be a bit heavier with like the drums, and then kill Stormborn because I've heard that song so many times since like grade 12.
Yeah, that was
Old
our
song.
very first song.
It's a good song, but I've just heard it so many times. Like it's got
Yeah, that song's been around a
it's gonna
long
die.
time, but I don't know. Ever since I recorded that one, I really love that one again. I think we really nailed it in the studio, and I think when we play it live, it really is great.
It's good. It's just I've heard it so many times
Yeah, it's
at
true.
this point. So.
Fair. Well, if you guys could erase a song off of planet Earth and rewrite it and remake it as your own, a little Yesterday, if you will.
Oh, true.
What song would you choose to make your own?
Wow, that's a good question.
Who wants to go
thank
first?
you.
I feel like Greco's got an answer. No. What song would I make? I don't know. Like, obviously, you probably like the smart pick would be to pick something that's made like a ton of money,
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, right. I wish I wrote Bohemian Rhapsody. Can't even play piano, but somehow I wish I wrote it. Oh, that's such a good question. I'm gonna say that I wish I wrote, or I wish that it was my song. There's a song by the Dirty Nail called "Bury Me at the Rodeo," and I used to say it's the song that whole first Dirty Nail record, but in particular that song made me quit writing songs for a hot minute, because I just thought like that whole album is exactly how I wanted to play guitar, how I wanted to write songs. Like, they were a 3-piece. I really liked the idea of being a 3-piece, and that particular track is like, there's just something about the way that Luke uses like open strings and the way that the guitars work on that track. So it's not like a huge track or anything, and it's probably not the smartest pick for a question like this, but I wish that "Bury Me at the Rodeo" was a Green White Checkered song.
Fair.
Yeah, I actually I think there's a song called "Breakneck Speed" by Tokyo Police Club, and I just feel like that's a song that I would really like to get rid of it and make it my own, because it sounds pretty similar to the songs I like to write, and it's probably my number one inspiration. So
I mean,
that
they
one.
did go away. We could just re-record it and just pretend.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I'd have to. That just made me think of my answer. Thanks, Bill. I'd have to say "Got to Lose" by Colorado. Love that song. That like definitely inspires, like Colorado, and like it's very inspirational to my drumming and sound. So I love that song.
Cool.
That gets me.
That's really
going,
cool.
Yeah.
Those two picks are really good, but you know what? Actually, if I'm not going to change my answer, but like Everlong, great pick too.
Yeah.
Oh, classic. Absolute classic.
And the money from that one alone was probably pretty good.
Yeah, it would be pretty good. Now, I know you guys have said you've been playing together since high school.
On and off, basically.
On
yeah.
and off, yeah. What's your favorite part of kind of being a band and playing together for that many years?
Well, I mean, like, I think it's, you know, like, it is technically that many years, but at the same time, there was like a probably 8-year hiatus, or
Yeah.
give or take, even longer maybe. So
But still, coming back
There's-
together must be just refreshing.
that's what I was gonna say, is
Yeah.
that just like that coming back together and doing this again is like, it's so fun. And you know, I don't think any of us really have expectations. Like, I think if we were the band, like, I think my biggest goal would be like the kind of band where like a Dirty Nil or like a Pup or whoever were like coming to St. Catharines and gonna play the Warehouse, or I heard rumors about like a 1,500 seat theater that's might open in Niagara Falls, and
That'd
like
be wicked.
if
Yeah.
that opened and like a medium-sized band was coming and they wanted like a local opener, everybody would be like, yeah, Green White Checkered is the band you should go get to
Yeah.
open your shows. Like,
I mean, you guys opened for Castador, and that was a sold
That's
out.
huge, yeah.
That was a
That's huge
sold
for
out
us.
Warehouse show. So that's 200 people.
that was a super big head
amazing
trip.
show,
Yeah, that was wicked. That
Like-
I was there for that, and that was a crazy energy in that room. That was a wicked show.
Yeah, that was so cool to be a part of. I'd love to say that's the biggest audience I've ever played for, but I played on stage with Green Day in front of like
Oh,
10,000
fucking.
people. So that kind of jades it. But in terms of actually like it being my show or me being on the bill and not just some random that got pulled out of the crowd,
Yeah.
I would say that was the biggest show that I've ever been a part of, and it was like just electric. So
Yeah. That's really cool. That's really cool. Well, talking about big shows and everything, what is your guys' dream venue to play?
Wembley. No, we're not gonna play.
why did you? I was literally gonna say Wembley too.
I mean, Town Ballroom is sick. That'd be a sick place to should play at, I think.
You got one, Mel?
No, I don't got one. How about you?
I mean, like, my dream is to play the Warehouse sold out. So honestly, I think I don't know. I feel like just for how iconic it is, I don't think. I mean, I say this, and Japan Dreads played it and sold it out twice, but Massey Hall would be huge for me.
Massey Hall's a classic.
That would be
Yeah.
so cool. That'd be a big one for me to play. Yeah, I'm gonna say Massey Hall is probably like
Nice.
that's the dream of all dreams.
Yeah. Well, on the topic of dreams, what would be Green White Checkered's dream collab? Green Day? stealing it
Yeah,
from
I
you.
guess.
I mean, I'd be interested to see what a Billy Joe Armstrong produced Green White Checkered EP or album would sound like. But Milton, you go first. You got one, I'm sure.
Dream collab, probably Tokyo Police Club, even though they just went on had their final show, but yeah, I would have been sick to collab with them.
I mean, like, we could have, like, you and Dave play dueling basses on a track for sure.
Oh.
Get Dave to do some guest vocals.
Wicked.
I mean, a buddy of ours, Pan Harmonicon, our buddy Matt D'Amico plays in that band. They opened for Dave Monks' new side project. Well, I guess it's kind of his main project now, but oh no, why am I forgetting the name? Clockwise.
That's it. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
But yeah, you got one, Greco?
Honestly, yeah, Tokyo Police Club or Colorado, but they're not playing anymore.
Yeah.
Menno would be cool to work with. Yeah. Maybe
That's cool.
maybe we should like send our music to Menno's record label. I said we didn't want to be on a label, but like we could. It'd be kind of cool if we were on Royal Mountain.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's
Cool.
Yeah, I'd say Billy Joe would be a dream collab for sure. But if we're like talking realistically, like Drew Thompson is like probably the best songwriter in Ontario right now, and I would say, and if we could have any of Drew's help in any sort of way, that'd be super cool. I think it'd be awesome to sit with him and write a song, or even just have him give us pointers on what we write. I think that would be pretty wicked. Drew or Luke Bentham from Dirty Nell would be my picks.
Wicked. That's awesome. And the second song that we played, you guys kind of want to talk about it a little bit?
What did we play second?
It's like, what was our second line? Thinking you are.
Spoiler alert, we already did the set.
Thinking you are.
Thinking you are.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's Matt's song, so I'm going to let Matt talk about it first.
Matt, where did it come from? When did you kind of write that?
Me and Anthony actually wrote that together as part of our. We went on hiatus as a band, as the three of us. So me and him started a little side project and started writing some songs, and it's just thinking about the past and kind of reflecting on things and moving on from those things eventually.
Nice.
That was a song too where we originally, I think the first time we played it in a different key, and we tried it in recently in a different key, and I felt like it really came to life, especially for Matt's voice. I think to a certain extent, none of us are very professional or like trained. Like we all
Yeah.
have taken music lessons in a way, but it's not like we sit at pianos and go over our scales and do whatever. So
Yeah.
from like the technical standpoint of vocals, I think it can be sometimes a bit of a challenge. I know I'm speaking for myself mostly, but yeah, I think whatever change we did really made Matt's voice just really come to life on it. And I just think it's so catchy. Like of all of our songs, that's the one that I wake up in the morning singing and having in my
Yeah.
head. So
Yeah, and we definitely made it like a Green White Checkered song, because before it was just me and Matt singing in my basement recording, and like we have like all these different instruments, like we threw in like keys and like some synths and stuff to that song, but like we just changed it and made it like a Green White Checkered song. So
do I call out what the project was called, or is it supposed to stay secret?
I would love to
Because
hear
it's
the
on
project.
SoundCloud. You guys can find
Yeah,
the original
sure.
version.
Yeah, I would love to hear this.
for it.
Give us the deep cut.
No, I think these guys want to keep it hidden. So
I don't care.
it's an Easter egg.
Lame.
Oh no, you're gonna say?
Oh, it's Attic Land, and
Yeah,
we started it probably 2015, 2016, and there's some songs on SoundCloud. Yeah.
Attic Land. And where did that name come from?
I don't know if it's weird to say, but in my dreams I sometimes write songs in my dreams.
Cool.
Yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of cool, I guess. But I like just took a nap one time and then woke up and like had this song in my head and this vision of like, I don't know if it'll sound silly, but like this kid in an attic, like it's like dirty and like dark and like looking out to like this nice like grassy like land, just like
Yeah.
wanting to play. It's like all sunny. I just like, I don't know, thought of the name like Attic Land, like, and I had this song that I wrote like in my dream, and I woke up and just like sat down like right away, started playing something,
Oh my god.
and then sent it to Matt. I'm like, this is like, the idea. Here's like a little glimpse of like a song. Like, let's go from here. And then
Yeah.
like he's just started like writing all this stuff and like thinking you are like that
That's
riff,
so
and then like
cool.
we just had like this little side project.
Yeah.
And then now we're like incorporating some of those ideas and like into Green White Checkered here.
And it's really cool because I feel like it's the kind of project where like if we write a song and it doesn't quite fit with Green White Checkered, but it is more of an Attic Land song, like I think like it's the kind of project that you guys could definitely keep alive, and you know, if you wanted to include me on it, I would definitely come and add some guitars or synths or whatever, just because I like playing that stuff. But I thought it was really cool what they did, and I still go back and listen to a lot of that stuff on SoundCloud, and it's good. I think there's a lot of songs that these guys have kind of sitting in the background waiting, and whether they become Green White Checkered songs or not fully, or if we borrow pieces that become other songs or whatever, you know, I'm super happy that they kept doing their own thing even when I was off in Toronto and came home and wasn't really playing music at all and stuff. So yeah, their project is super cool, and I think Thinking You Are is the best of it so far anyways, and I'm excited to see what else comes of it.
Nice.
That's definitely
Awesome.
fun. Like the fact that we could bring all these ideas from years ago into like
Yeah.
this project, like in
I
Green
bet.
White Checkered, and like play these songs we wrote
Yeah.
a while
Well,
ago, and then like now
Yeah, that's
performing it
gotta
today,
be-
like
that's
it's
gotta be
very nice.
awesome.
It's a good feeling.
And it
it's
was-
refreshing. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm cutting you off. It was the kind of thing too where like when we started playing Think You Are as Green White Checkered, like you kind of said multiple times in practice, like it's so cool that we're playing an Attic Land song. Like I never thought we'd play Attic Land live. I thought it was just going to be this studio project, and I'm like, it can be whatever it wants to be. If you don't want this to be a Green White Checkered, then it's not. But I'm kind of down for whatever at any given point. So
Yeah. That's really cool. And the third song that you guys played, do you kind of want to touch on that and talk about that a little bit?
Somebody Something is a song that has been kicking around for a hot minute as well. I wrote it, I don't know, maybe 5-6 years ago, give or take, maybe less than that. But it started out as being a song about somebody in my life, and I started writing some more lyrics to it. And the more I wrote and the more I revised, the more I was kind of like, am I trying to call this person out, or am I really just calling myself out? And and so it ended up becoming a bit more of a personal song than I thought it would ever become. There's definitely some lines that are very accurate, whereas I think other times I'm just kind of writing lines to kind of pitch it as like a, how do I say this? It just kind of flush out the character. Whether it's an actual character summary of me is its own thing. It can be debated. I'd say there's some lines in it I'm like, oh, that's not me at all. But there's other lines where I'm like, whew, it's a little close to home there, buddy boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then musically, I really love chimey guitars. I really love having parts of a chord that just kind of stay the same, but then the bass notes, the root notes kind of move around, and that's
Yeah.
kind of where that song came from. A lot of people call it our Goo Goo Dolls song.
Oh.
I recently just played it at an open mic, and the person hosting the open mic called it like said it reminded them of like the East Coast and Halifax, or it has like some Celtic vibe to it.
It definitely, I thought it felt very Celtic. I thought it sounded like a Mom Jeans song as well.
Sure.
I think it's one of those ones where it's so unbelievably relatable that you can kind of pitch it to any song because it just really fits that pocket, you know?
Yeah, it's got a lot of, you know, kind of conversation in the lyrics about being sort of lost in your life, or like, you know, not necessarily having it all figured out. And I think all of us in a lot of ways don't all have it figured out, right? You know, like I recently got married. I've got my love life together, but there's other aspects of my life that aren't together. And some people might say, oh, well, I don't have my romantic life together, but I've got my job together or whatever,
Yeah.
right? So I guess I didn't intentionally write it to be a relatable song, but I can see how it might be a more relatable song.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when once Jonathan like played us that song, like right away I just like, yeah, like that's
That's
like,
it.
that's like a good one.
It is good.
And then
It's
just like
phenomenal.
flowing and just like
Yeah.
I don't know,
It sounded
just-
great
just
in
an
the
easy
studio
listen,
space
yeah.
for sure.
It's a waltz for anybody out there who's a nerd. You can waltz to it.
Waltzy. Well, I've been asking some pretty serious questions, and we've been getting pretty into it, so I'll lighten the mood. Kill someone. Anyone. Kill someone.
That's a really heavy question.
You got to kill someone.
I don't know. I don't want to kill anybody.
You can kill...
Like, who's the most evil person in the world at this point,
This
right?
is a hypothetical question. You can take it however you please, but you got to kill someone.
Don't look at me like that. You got an answer?
Matt's got an answer for sure.
We're gonna get put on a watch list.
I know, right? I'm like, this is
Yeah, you're
this
on
is
a
live. This is
no-fly
on
list after
YouTube,
this
guys.
one.
This is
Yeah.
I mean,
what
the list,
CEO out
the
there
list
is
is
really
long.
getting some?
I would
Hey.
kill Matt,
Yeah.
and then just me and Jonathan hang out.
Well, I would kill Anthony now, and me and Matt would hang out.
Yeah, I'm just dead now, so.
Yeah,
Him-
that's fair.
And Matt wants to unalive himself, apparently.
Yeah.
But that's not nice.
No.
I
Matt,
love my
we love you.
bandmates. just
Whoever the most evil person in the world is, like if there's somebody out there who's just like an absolute monster.
Voldemort.
Yeah.
It's me when I go director mode.
I would kill Voldemort.
You are a bit of a monster, Jack, but we love you for it.
Go crazy. Anthony, what's your answer?
I said Voldemort.
Isn't he already dead, technically?
I guess you could say
Like, am I
hypothetically.
spoiling it and saying that? I think everyone's watched Harry Potter by now, right? Is he technically dead? I don't know. I don't remember.
That's fair.
I literally, I mean, this has changed, but for the longest time, the only Harry Potter movie I'd ever watched was the final one because a girl I liked dragged me to the movie. And I was like, I've never seen any of the rest of them. But then, like, half an hour into the final movie, I was like, got it. Don't need to watch the other seven.
Yeah,
I understand,
you
the whole plot.
plot.
Yeah. And, so.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, if you guys could describe Green White Checkered in one word, what would that word be? Tough one. A flag, maybe? Race?
I keep coming up with really self-deprecating words like obnoxious, and I'm like, that's not right.
Obnoxious is good for like.
That's not good. Part of me wants to say loud. I feel like we're kind of a loud band. Even like in our most delicate moments, I'm still like, the guitars are loud, but I like that.
We can be loud. Matt, what are you thinking?
I think I'd say collective, like you said earlier.
That's a good
Collective.
word.
Oof, that's a great- that's a
good
good
pick.
word.
I'm
Matt
stealing
steals
that.
the show.
I would steal
That's my
that,
word.
yeah.
This is why he's here. He doesn't say as much, but he's the
he's
smartest probably of the three of us.
The one word answer. Now, that last song that we played, do we kind of want to talk about it? Introduce it, maybe?
Yeah, what do you want to say about Dream Fuel, Anthony?
No, I love it. It's definitely one of my favorite songs to play.
Wonder why.
Like, yeah, I get to like
a good drum one.
Yeah, I get to do like some fun drum fills, and that's one of like our newer songs that we wrote like kind of together, because like Jonathan said before, like some of the songs like he brought in, some of the songs like me and Matt brought in,
Yeah.
but
It's
this
a
one
Green
like
White
we wrote
Checkered.
collectively.
Yeah.
So I definitely like that aspect of it, that like we wrote it together and I can rock out and kind of go crazy at the end there.
Nice.
Yeah, it was nice to have a song that like really showcases Anthony because like for as long as I can remember, like he has been such a good drummer. Like I would literally show up to practices when we were like 17 years old or 16 years old, and I'm like, all right, let's do this crazy like song that has like insane drums from Trey Cool, and I'm like, go do it, go crazy, like let's see what happens. And he would kill it like every time. Like I'd be like, oh yeah, you should I'd play like him like a Zeppelin like drum fill, and he'd like come back the next week and like have it memorized and perfected. And I'm like what? So like as far as I'm concerned, like I have maybe one of the best drummers in the world. I mean, like I know that's crazy to say. Like there's some insanely talented drummers even in Ontario and in Southern Ontario and in the Niagara scene, but like for what I like to listen to and what I like to play, like I have probably my favorite rhythm section that I get to be on stage with and write songs with. So Matt and Anthony are both so good. But that was another song where like I brought like probably the riff I think I had first, and right away you were like, yeah, that's
Yeah,
there's
as
something
soon as you
to
play
that
the
one.
riff, I'm like that's like the song. Like
Nice.
that's gonna be like one of our bigger songs, I
remember-
think.
I
And then I
think
was like keep working on that. Like yeah.
We
very
jammed on
happy
it.
with
We jammed on it, and I did like a voice notes of it, and it was like 6 or 7 minutes long, and I literally like listened to it like driving to pick up Matt for band practices and stuff, just to like, I'm like, there's something to this. We're gonna figure this song out, and like I listened to it over and over again, and then eventually I sat down and write lyrics. I'm kind of a procrastinator on that, so I feel like we probably actually have more songs if I just actually sat down and finished half the stuff I start.
Fair enough. Well, what do you guys want people to think after they see you?
I want to be a band that's people think is fun. Like I remember the first time when I moved to Toronto in 2013, the first show I ever went to was Pup's first album release show at Sneaky D's upstairs, and
Sneaky D's.
Pew 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 was the opening band. I think there might have been another band or two on the bill, but The main two that I remember were Pew 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 and Pop. And Pew 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 went first, and they're a super fun band. They write a lot of like, at the time they were writing a lot of songs that were super relatable in terms of partying and drinking and whatever. Since then they've kind of grown, and I've definitely been able to grow with them. And the same thing with Pop. Like, I just want to be a band that if people show up to our show, they have a lot of fun watching, and you can move to and whatever. And at the end of the day, I just want to be a really good live band. I think that's the biggest thing.
Anthony, Matt.
Yeah, I think as a 3-piece, like I want us to be full and sound full to everyone, and I think our genre of that we've kind of mixed together that sounds good as a 3-piece, and I want to keep that going, and hopefully people think that we sound nice and full when we're a 3-piece.
Yeah, I definitely want to be a band that's like sounds full. Like a 3-piece, it's hard to sound full, you know.
Gotta be.
So just be loud and full and sound tight, and it's just like we've said before, we're just like a collective, like bringing different ideas into this. So I want people to like just I don't know, hear kind of different styles being brought into this, and like we're just having fun like writing together and playing shows together.
That's awesome.
And,
from song to song you can tell it's an Anthony song or my song or Jonathan's song. Like each kind of
Green
song
White
has a
Checkered
different
song.
Yeah.
Green White Checkered.
flavor to it, and
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's kind of hard to put us in like one box, and I think we like that. You know,
Nice.
I think if we show up and we have a Coldplay song, well, then we're gonna play a Coldplay song. If we have
Fuck
a show
it.
up that's kind of like a Green Day song, it's a Green Day song.
And it was all yellow.
Yeah, we were gonna do that here, and then we were
I
like,
heard
no,
it
we should play
live.
the new ones.
Yeah, live it was phenomenal.
We like recording that. I think we'd like to record that as a cover. At least I would. I think we have a fun take on a Coldplay song
Yeah.
that's not very. It's a fun song, but it's not like fun like we do with it.
It's crazy. I know a studio. Anyways,
yeah, we-
what's next for you guys?
Well, we played a couple songs today here with you guys that are not released yet officially. We're hoping to obviously put out the live versions that you hear today or hit this video out on our streaming platforms. But eventually we'd like to make sure that we have studio recordings of those, and then just keep writing. Like, I think the biggest thing for us is we want to play I think if we played a show a month, that's killer. If we got some opportunities to double up that were really fun bills that we got to play with maybe friends bands or whatever, that's kind of the cool thing. Like, Anthony, you've got a full-time job that's pretty good. I'm all over the place with 17 different jobs. Millen's got a pretty steady job through the summer times especially. So for us to be like, oh, we're going to go and tour the world or whatever, like, I don't really know if that's in the cards for us, but I really want to be a band that, like, we keep putting out consistently here and there a couple of different songs, and hopefully some other Niagara bands and whatever want us to come out and have a good time with their show, and that's the goal. And at least that's what I see next with us.
Yeah,
Nice.
we definitely have all these ideas from the past. So now that we're more experienced, musicians, like kind of build on those ideas from the past again, and just create new songs together.
Awesome.
Like Jonathan said, like play shows like maybe once a month or so. It's a lot of fun, like like playing shows and hearing people cheer for like the songs that you've written. But yeah, that's the end goal in my mind.
You concur?
absolutely. Yeah, I'm most excited to get back and write with these guys. So
Yeah, we're definitely going to be that kind of band, I think, that like records as much, if not more, than we play live, and I think that's going to be an interesting kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
For a bunch of guys that I don't think really listen to Guided by Voices, I think that's kind of going to be our MO. What do they have, like 27,000 albums or something like that?
Crazy. I know studio.
You keep saying that.
I know. It's crazy.
It's like, where are we right now?
And where can we find you guys? What are the handles? What are the ats?
Okay, let's see here. My wife, who does a lot of social media work for us. Appreciate you, Kyra. You're the best. We are at Green White Checkered Band on Instagram. I think Facebook that's also where you can find us, at Green White Checkered Band. I think it's at Green White Checkered Band. I think on almost everything. We're on TikTok.
Spotify.
We're on, Green White Checkered is where you can find us on Apple Music, Spotify, We're on SoundCloud now. Technically, I just threw our stuff up on there. We're on Bandcamp. Please buy the Bandcamp stuff because
We'll be buying.
that's the way we all get paid, or at least get paid more. So Bandcamp is cool. We love you. But yeah, no, we're Green White Checkered. You can find us on a lot of places and hopefully find us at more. I don't know when this is coming out, but we have a gig January 25th at No Tell Cocktail in Niagara Falls.
Oh, it'll be before January 25th.
Cool. All right. So January
hope.
25th and February 22nd, we're playing again in Niagara Falls at Camp Cataract with Daybreak and our friends in Panharmonica.
Nice.
Excuse
Nice.
Choking on my words.
Well, I want to thank you guys again so much for coming to Frostbite Live. It was an absolute pleasure to have you guys here. If we want to go through, introduce ourselves one last time for the cameras.
I'm Matt. I play bass and sing in Green White Checkered.
I'm Jonathan. I play guitar and vocals, and I'm also a radio host, so I talk too much.
And I'm Anthony, and I play the drums and do not sing. And thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you. Any last words from you guys?
Anthony's going to sing one day. We're going to do it. There's somebody was teasing us about
We want fans.
having
We
you
don't
in,
want to lose fans.
Well, you play piano. You should be able to train yourself vocally. I don't know. But yeah, no. Thank you to Frostbite and Frostbite Live for having us. You guys are the best. We took up more time than we thought we were going to be, but we were also perfectionists and wanted to get it right. So thank you to everybody who's watching as well. And if you made it to the end of the video, you are a real champ, and
Yes.
we love you so much. Thank you.
We love you.
And if you're a band out there and you are coming to the Niagara region in any sort of way and you need an opener, I promise you we will have a good time as your opener.
Yes, and we will host you on Frostbite Live.
Yes, exactly. That too.
Thank you guys.
Cheers.
you.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.